So, yeah, not much. Oh, yeah, I've got a couple of shoutouts. And the other thing I wanted to say is the reason why I haven't done audio commentaries for a while now was first of all because um, I was actually training a lot, and I was playing a lot on Battle.net and custom games and all that kind of stuff. Because there were the qualifications for WCG in Luxembourg. In case you don't know, I'm from Luxembourg, and I wanted to win them, but unfortunately I didn't. There's this Night Elf player called Clad 2XPV, and he's a pretty good player. It's level, I think he was level 38, 39 something. And yeah, he won against me, and yeah, I'm not gonna bitch about Orc against Night Elf, but yeah, come on, it's Orc against Night Elf, and plus the map sucked. No, come on, he played better than me, and so I'm kind of disappointed that I can't go to Monza, but oh well, stuff happens. So yeah, that was the first thing, and then the other thing was that my mic actually broke, so I had to buy a new one, and I guess that you realize that now I did it. I did it. I hope the quality is at least the same as on the other one. I think it is. I mean, I've done a few tests and it seems okay. So now I'm gonna do a couple of shoutouts. So um, I'm gonna do my first shoutout to Kaba or Kaba, who wrote me a question. And he says, "Hey, I'm noob. Please forgive me." Nah, come on. Nobody's really that noob. I mean, if you know you're noob, you're not really noob. Well, let's put it this way: the real noobs are noobs who don't know they're noobs. Right. And another. Yeah. Okay, I really gotta go get out a shout out to Glupex. Because Glupax, he sent me a PM and he said that he actually watched my 4-hour Dota commentary. And yeah, I mean, like everybody who does that really does deserve a shout out. So big shout out to you, Glupax. And another shout out to Lech. Uh, He actually asked me a question where the Night Elf goes DH plus hunts. Alright. Yeah. Right, yeah. He's asking me how to counter DH with hunts. It's actually kind of hard. The first thing, well, I mean, yeah, let's start at the beginning. The first thing you want to do is harass wisps. If there's a wisp block, you can't harass wisps. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Well, you can either try and get his buildings that are up, that are still building, cancelled, or you can try and go creep. Now, well, trying to cancel buildings is very map dependent and is very scouting dependent. So, say for example, you're on Twisted Meadows, far spawns, and you have only scouted the near spawn with a peon, then well, you can't really do much. You better off creeping. If on the other hand you're, for example, on Echo Isles and you do scout that he's going for hunts, well, then first have a look at his building layout, whether you will be able to harass wisps or not. Usually you can't, but you may still be able to do something to buildings that are building. One important target is usually the second moonwell, because if he goes for hunts, he usually gets the second moonwell quite late, and you might be able to cancel it. So when walking into his base and checking out whether you will be able to cancel the second moonwell is usually a good idea. If that doesn't work, I mean, or if you see that you can't harass at the very start of the game, then go directly for creeping and go, very importantly, go for an early shop. And then do the usual upgrade thing and try to creep as much as you can and not get your Blade Master too low and well, heal him up. I mean, the important point in the game starts to be when he's got 3 Huns. And against 3 Huns, you can't really do much. I mean, at that point, you're better off leaving your grunts at home, and hopefully your Blade Master at this point is level 2, and you will be able to run around the map and check out what he's doing, maybe harass his creeping, or do something like that. And then finally, when you reach tier 2, the usual thing to do is to get a Shadowhunter second. I know it's not the best, depending on what units he gets later. I mean, for example, say he's starting off with Hunts and then switches to a Hunt, Dryad, Archer, DOTT combo, and well, then a TC would be much better than a Shadowhunter. But well, against the Huns, I mean, you don't want to lose the game right there. So against the Huns, it's usually better to get a Shadowhunter. TC can work too. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't work, but it's harder. And once you have the Shadowhunter, well, mostly hex the Huns. I mean, I see a lot of people trying to hex the Demon Hunter and trying to get surrounds. Of course, if you get a surround, it's very helpful. But if the other player can play a bit, he usually will block off the surround if he has got units with the DH. If he doesn't, well, then of course go for the DH. But usually try to go for the Huns and use your burrows to attack the Huns. I mean, that's quite important. Right, and then I mean, then there's too many possibilities, so I won't linger on. Right, so I think that were all my shoutouts and everything, and yeah, this was this audio commentary. So hopefully I'll be back for some more quite soon, and this is Frozgard signing off.